Hi there. Good afternoon. I'm Raleigh Brown, and this is yet another curve flattening concert, the last for the time being of the Monday curve flattening concerts. And I see that Steve Edelman is here, and maybe a couple other people, maybe one other person. And we will take a minute here, see if anybody else signs on. People are starting to come in. Warren and Janelle are here. And Howard Hobbs from out there in Minnesota. Good to see you, Howard. And Ann Mintz down there in Mount Airy, Pennsylvania, and Donna Greenberg in Center City. Good to see you folks today, and we can start out with a little toast, a little clinking. So here's to all of you, to all the denizens of Raleigh World. Clink. And Linda Pasqua-Blaze is here, and Kathy Edelman, and Jim Moore, and S.A. Tudhope out there in the Northwest, Carol Pratt in Ohio. This is concert number 550 of what were originally curve flattening concerts, and I think you could fairly say that the curve is kind of flat, but it hasn't gone away. COVID hasn't disappeared. So if you're staying home because you don't want to be out amongst all them germs and bugs, then I'm here to entertain you a little bit. Connie Adams is here out there in Southern California, and I think that's it for now. So I will start you off with a tune here. This is a Duke Ellington tune, Deb Levy Clark and Kathy Marzik. Hi, you guys. Duke Ellington, what's not to like? Ain't got the change of a nickel, ain't got no bounce in my shoe, I ain't got no fancy to tickle, I ain't got nothing but the blues, ain't got no coffee that's perkin', ain't got no winnings to lose, I ain't got a dream that is workin', I ain't got nothing but the blues. You know the band is swinging, the folks are singing, I just can't get off the ground. Well, believe me, Pruitt, I just can't do it since my ever-loving baby left town. I ain't got no rest in my slumbers, ain't got no feelings to bruise, I ain't got no telephone numbers, I ain't got nothing but the blues. You know that band is swinging, the folks are singing, I just can't get off the ground. Believe me, Pruitt, well, I just can't do it since my ever-loving baby left town. I ain't got no rest in my slumbers, ain't got no feelings to bruise. I ain't got no telephone numbers. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Ain't Got Nothing But the Blues by Duke Ellington. And Warren says it is raining in Cleveland. Yeah, I think we're going to get some rain here. At least I'm guardedly hopeful. So let me say hello to a few more people here. Lori Payne and Charlie Bryant, and I said hi to Kathy Edelman and David Harleyson out there in Arkansas, and Rhonda Scott Merrick in Chicago, Deb Leiby Clark, too peoply out there, I agree, and Toby Simmons in Encino, California, and Steve Davidson back home after his sojourn up to see David Bromberg's last concert, and Bunny Barnes and Jen Lloyd. Hi, Jen. I don't know if you went to Colorado Roots this week, but I'd be curious to hear. And Michael Miller in North Carolina, picking blueberries. Sounds like a tune name itself. So hello to you all. Peter Zerblis is here from Massachusetts. So I will hit you up with another tune here. This is an old, one of the earliest songs I learned when I started playing the guitar. Not as a hot guitar piece, which was often my patch of the world, but as a song, and it's by Tom Paxton. I see Kate Mack is here out there in California. I think you're back in California, and I just love this tune. It's kind of a classic kind of folk song of the 60s. So here we go. It's a long and a dusty road. It's a hot and a heavy load. The folks I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad and some are good. Some have done the best they could. Some have tried to ease my troubling mind. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. I've been wandering through this land, just a doing the best I can, trying to find what I was meant to do. And the people that I see, they look worried as can be. It looks like they've been wondering too. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I had me a girl one time. She had lips like sherry wine. She loved me till my head went plumb insane. But I was too blind to see when she was drifting away from me. And my good gal left on the morning train. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I had me a buddy way back home, but he drifted out to Rome. I hear he's out by that San Francisco Bay. And sometimes when I've had a few, his old voice comes a-singing through. going out to see him some old day. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Just can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Now if you see me passing by, you might sit and wonder why. Wish that you could be a rambler too, but nail your shoes to the kitchen floor, lace them up and bar the door. Just thank your stars for the roof that's over you, 'cause I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound by Tom Paxton, and my old buddy Alex Bevan is here. Speaking of old folkies from the 60s, and David Arthur Radcliffe over there in the UK. And good to see all you guys. Ken Ulansey, the great sax player from Philadelphia. Misspelling his attempts to connect here. Thanks, Ken. And Kate Mack is indeed in California, and Jen did not go to the first week of Colorado Roots, but she's going in August. Jennifer Lloyd. Mm-hmm. So have a great time when you go. So some announcements for you. So a couple things. One is I want to remind you this is this is concert number 550, and this is the last Monday concert for the time being. And so I will still be on every Wednesday at 3 and every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. if I'm in town. There will be some travel over the summer. And the other thing I will mention for those in the Philly area, I will be playing backup guitar and maybe doing a couple tunes with Girls from Mars at their concert on Sunday night at Gwynedd Friends Meeting. And that's up on my page. You can see the flyer for that. Girls from Mars are just great, wonderful people and wonderful singers. And the one grows out of the other. They are a lot of fun to hang around with, and therefore they're a lot of fun to watch perform. So come on out if you can, and we will make some swing music, a little bit different from what I usually do here. As usual, there is a PayPal and Venmo link here if you'd like to donate to the Charlie the Dog Veterinary and Educational Fund. I have made another veterinary appointment for this Thursday for Charlie with another new vet, and we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping we can get the boy vaccinated. He's kind of flopping here. You can see him. There he is. He's got his nose against one of my shoes, and he's just a relatively happy dog. So, boy, I'm getting good at returning the camera to the right place. So I am on right now, Monday at 3, and then Tuesday morning, my good buddy Cozy Sheridan and my good buddy Charlie Koch will be doing their 10:30 a.m. concert, which they do once a week. Cozy and Charlie are just back from teaching at that Colorado camp where I've often taught. And it'll be great to hear them again. I've missed them over the last couple weeks. Cozy Sheridan, You can find her page on Facebook and get to the concert there, or on YouTube. She's on YouTube too. And then Wednesday, I will be back at 3 p.m. for my ordinary, regular old Wednesday concert. Okay, so next up, I'm going to do an instrumental, and this is written by my late friend and the great guitarist, Steve Mann. And it is called Holly. Holly by Steve Mann, who was a wonderful guitarist and a wonderful guy, but a very troubled guy. And let me scroll down here. Other people have tuned in. Johnson Hogg is here from France. And hope you had a good time in the Canary Islands, Johnson. Margot Lemieux is here. Hi, Margot. And I was thinking yesterday, and Linda Worcester, yesterday we had our little Zoom meeting, and Mel Green, hi Mel, and Gene Galligan, they're coming in here late. John Sprouse, Chris Landry, and Steve DeHaas are both here on YouTube, and Amy Roach down in Florida, Jay Peterson. And Jay, you had asked me about, or said you'd learned a different version of Spanish Johnny. And Michael Tierson wrote to me and pointed out that there was an Emmylou Harris and Waylon Jennings recording of Spanish Johnny. So I went and listened to it, and they have a totally different chord progression and kind of melody to it. So maybe that's where Bill Hinckley and those people got the version you learned. I stick with the David Bromberg version. So anyhow, one of the other things I was thinking after that meeting, we talked about how this little community rose up, and you all said very nice things about me, which I appreciated. And I think that what I didn't mention is one of the things I consider I've tried to make a valuable contribution about is actually curating the music. It's like, I go through my hundreds and hundreds of songs that I have access to. I used to have memorized them all, but not anymore. And I try to pick stuff that I really love and that people may not have heard, and then some songs that you've heard a lot, and maybe you're very familiar with. But that's part of the joy of doing the concerts for me is sharing songs with you, and I love it. Even though I'm surprised sometimes, like I'll sing a song and somebody will write, "Oh, that's a new one to me," and I'm thinking, that's like a standard. Everybody knows that, but you have to realize, like, I've been in this little corner of the musical world for many decades now. So and along with curating the songs of other people, I occasionally do a song of my own, and this is one of those. It is not appropriate for the season, I'm afraid. A little more coffee is in order. But, one of the things I've realized is there are a lot of songs that are, I mean, I don't know about doing, like, Santa Claus is coming to town in the off season, but there are a lot of songs that are based around holidays that sound good any old time. And I hope this is one of them. On this Thanksgiving Eve, I'll load the stove with wood and warm my simple home with thoughts of brotherhood. I'll sit before the fire and I'll get this. Give thanks for what has been. Drink a toast to those along the road who shared the life within. Out on the frozen field, a single lonesome tune, a broken-hearted nightingale is crying at the moon. My world keeps moving inward as years keep moving on. And now I see the beauty in trees whose leaves are gone. These are the dimming years, a time to reminisce and feel that strange divide between contentment and loneliness. The turmoil of my younger years at last has taken leave, enveloped in serenity on this Thanksgiving Eve. It's just an old guitar and me on this Thanksgiving Eve. Be happy and be healthy. Be brave brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. If you get cranky, take a nap. I'm trying to not sneeze right now. Maybe I can put it off until the concert ends. Hey, Ken Nashif is here. So I thank you all for joining me on these many, many Mondays. And we will continue to meet up on Wednesdays and Sundays. So have a great rest of the day and rest of the week. And I'll see you on Wednesday, I hope. Bye-bye.